Hello, welcome to today's video. Today's video is going to be softly spoken as best as I can manage, and there will be no whispering, just soft speaking. Today's video is about treating yourself with self-care and drinking tea. What led me to do this video was I thought it'd be very beneficial and helpful to anyone who's experiencing high stress and anxiety. And these are the teas that I've been drinking to help me manage that stress and anxiety. A couple of months ago, I went through a lot of health issues due to being postmenopausal. So I am still in the stage of sorting out my hormones at the moment, so it's a work in progress, and I can tell you these teas have helped me a lot in just taking each day as it comes. And I just wish I had known about these teas a long time ago, because I think that would have helped. In terms of drinking these teas, I drink them at least 1 to twice a day. Lately it's been twice a day, and sometimes just once a day. I do recall just not drinking tea for one of the days, and I did feel a bit of anxiety coming on my way. I think I actually ended up brewing a cuppa before bed, and it helped a lot. So let's get into the types of teas that I've been drinking. And this isn't my whole tea collection, but it's the one that counts in terms of managing stress and anxiety. And please, just a little side note, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a health practitioner, I'm just a civil human being that has been going through post-menopausal symptoms. And yeah, so these are the teas that I've been finding that help to soothe myself, so to speak. All right, and there's a couple of other teas that I'll also mention that are not really going to pertain to the relief of the anxiety and the stress, but yeah, so let's get into them. Actually, at the moment, I have just brewed myself a cup of green tea. So let's just talk about the green tea that I'm drinking at the moment. It's this one here by the company called Tea Bar. And this green tea is called Hojisha. And I'll just read you a little bit about this tea. In order to let you know how I came about this tea, well, I actually just did a search on ChatGPT and was looking for one of the best highly regarded green teas to drink, and settled upon this one. So this is a loose tea. I'll just show you what it looks like. You get 2 sachets in there. It's loose tea, and it's got a sort of like a nutty green flavour, which is what I like. So you can, depending on your preferences, you can choose what type of flavour green tea that you're after, but I like the nutty, ricey type flavours when it comes to green tea. Okay, so this one here is dark in the cup. Hojisha has a roasty, toasty flavour made from the twigs of bancha green tea. It's roasted over charcoal to produce a red colour and a slight caramel flavour. Low in caffeine, it won't keep you up all night. So this is by the company called Tea Bar, and there's a little spiel on the back about the plant. Steeped in tradition and a culture that goes back to BC times, the unoxidized leaves of the Camellia sinensis plant, picked at maturity and then steamed or pan-fried to arrest the leaf's natural decomposition, is a technology of sorts that simply cannot be beat. Green tea, or sha, is at the real root of this whole thing we're into. Once you sip on this incredible imbibe, you too become a part of the timeless tradition that is tea. It's the original, and if you had a weekend off to ask half the world about it, you might conclude that it's the best. So this is it in my mug from IKEA. Now I let this steep in a strainer, a tea strainer, with a lid for 4 minutes. And they do suggest reusing the tea up to 2 times once you've used it. It just says reuse up to 3 times and enjoy a milder brew. Remove leaves from water to ensure infusion remains smooth, not bitter. Low in caffeine and tannin, a great tea for the evening. So it's good. Now next from Tea Bar, I did order the Earl Grey blue flower. Just trying to show you guys. And this one here is a beautiful Earl Grey tea. Again, I will just pop it out. I'm not sure if you can see, but there are some definitely different looking things in there, and there's some really nice cool purpley bits in there as well, which is I suppose the blue flower. So this one here you brew between 3 and 5 minutes. Yeah, they've got a little bit of mischief on the back of their, best enjoyed with a slice of pavlova. But it's just essentially black tea, which is Camellia sinensis, mallow and blue cornflower blossoms. And they said, if you like this, you'll love our Miss Tea Grey. So, I do love it, but I'm not going to order the whole range. But the Earl Grey blue flower, the distinct homely flavour of our Earl Grey melds bergamot with cornflower blossoms that will wrap around your taste buds. It's soft on the palate, yet keeps the knitting needles pointy. Well, there you go. So that's the Earl Grey tea by Tea Bar. And on the back it says, black tea is fully oxidized. Where other varieties may be subtle and delicate, this one's bold and engaging. The leaves are picked at maturity, withered, oxidized, and finally fired to give that distinct black tea flavor. Being pungent and full-bodied, they can then sometimes be chopped up into itty-bitty pieces for the household tea bags or left loose for grandma's teapot. They say the British Empire was built on this stuff, but we think it goes rather better with scones and butter than bayonets and Colonel mustard. Okay, so Earl Grey, put that one aside. Okay, now let's get into the teas that I've been pretty much having on rotation. So I'll start off with, obviously, let's start off with chamomile. And this is the loose chamomile. And the brand is called the Mindful Foods at Byron Bay Organic Chamomile. Gluten-free and vegan. You get 60 grams in this. And I like it. It's a mild chamomile. I usually end up using 1.5 teaspoons of this for a stronger flavour. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you the teas one by one, and then I'll show you how I mix some of the blends together. So, Byron Bay chamomile. The next I have is by Healing Concepts, Healing Through Herbs, Organic Lemon Balm. And this one says, well, the official name is Melissa officinalis, and it's an antidepressant, antibacterial, antiviral, carminative, immune enhancer, and mild sedative. It's relaxing, calming, and supportive. May be calming to digestive upsets, headaches, and nervous tension. May help to reduce stress, anxiety, and promote a more restful sleep. Can I just say this has been one of my most favourite teas so far out of the whole range that I've got here today. Absolutely love it. Can't go wrong. It's just, yeah, really, really nice. Lemon balm. The next we have is the brand, again, Healing Concepts, Organic Passionflower. And this is an anti-inflammatory, antispasmodic, nervine, sedative, may be useful for anxiety, insomnia, restlessness, and nervous gastrointestinal disorders. By the way, no, this video is not sponsored by Healing Concepts, so all these have been bought with my own money and at the local vitamin store. So, Passionflower, absolutely love this so much. Yeah, can't say enough about it. It's just brilliant. The next we have is Organic Lavender by Healing Concepts again. Antidepressant, antispasmodic, analgesic, antiseptic, carminative, and sedative. De-stress with ease, calming and De-stress with ease, calming and healing. Supportive to the nervous system and may improve sleep, may reduce tension and assist with anxiety, depression, headaches and menopausal symptoms. Organic lavender. Now, I had a gastritis flare up. Well, actually, let me tell you how I blend these all together. So what I'll do is I'll get half a teaspoon of lemon balm, half a teaspoon of lavender, half a teaspoon of the passion flower, and a teaspoon of the chamomile. Look, it all varies, but sometimes I'll mix all four. Or sometimes I'll just mix these three, which is the lemon balm, passion flower, and the chamomile. Sometimes I'll just have them simply on their own, and I absolutely love them. So if you are going to mix them, I recommend like doing 1/3 to half a teaspoon of each, or however however you like to choose your strength, because the chamomile, as I said, with this one you can go a little bit more heavier because it's such a subtle flavor, and I think it requires a little bit more to get the flavor out. But in terms of this, I don't know if it's actually Russian chamomile or whatever. I don't know. It just says it's dried chamomile, and doesn't say what, you know, which kind it is. So I'm pretty sure it's just, I don't know. I'm going to say it's Australian chamomile because it's grown here. But, whoops. Yeah. I'll pick that one up in a bit. Now we're going on to gastritis flare-up, which I had 2 months ago, and it pretty much messed me up in a very, very bad way. Needless to say, I went on a very low acidic diet, trying to cut out onions, garlic, black pepper, lemon, a lot of tomatoes, a lot of stuff that was just acidic. And I think because I was going through a phase where I was just eating a lot of tomatoes, like I'm talking punnets and punnets of cherry tomatoes, like followed by turmeric lentil golden soup in the night. I went through a phase, guys, of just, I don't know, just crazy. After I had laryngitis, I went really just crazy with chili and acids, and it was just terrible. Anyway, I have had a colonoscopy, endoscopy, and my follow-up appointment's coming up on the 22nd of October. But the doctor did say that I have mild gastritis and I am, lactose intolerant. Anyway, the things that helped me get through managing the symptoms and breaking up the phlegm and just getting my whole tummy back into order was organic licorice root and marshmallow root. I'll just bring that down so you can see. So I'll tell you a bit about the marshmallow root. So marshmallow root is really, really good for helping you break up phlegm in the respiratory system, and also it really does help apparently with soothing a sore throat. I didn't need to use it for a sore throat, but I was using it because I was kind of just feeling a little bit like coughing up a little bit of mucus, so this was helping to reduce that. And also the organic licorice root as well. You have to be careful when taking this because, you know, it contains the Glycyrrhiza gabra. You can get other forms of licorice root with the Glycyrrhiza gabra removed to ensure that it doesn't raise your blood pressure. And yeah, so you've just got to really be careful when taking the organic licorice root. Even though this is absolutely delicious and I would want to drink it all day long, if you drink too much of it, say more than 2 cups every day, you will find that you will have a bitter taste in your mouth leading up. So I've stopped drinking this now because I don't really have a need for it, but highly recommend it if you are experiencing gastritis flare-ups where you have a lot of acid reflux, and yeah, just, you know, to help break up mucus as well in the chest or wherever it might be in your body. But also the marshmallow root is apparently a wonderful aid in helping people to soothe their sore throat, and the reason is it forms like the plant itself is very slimy. I also did get slippery elm powder, which I only used once. So I have a full bag of slippery elm powder now in my cupboard. And yeah, I haven't really needed to use it. But I guess for an emergency, it will come in handy. And yeah, so there's that. Okay, now let's go on to some of the teas that I've had that I do not really drink in much, but this is the T2, the Quiet Mind loose tea, and it's born and brewed in Melbourne, Australia. At T2 we get a kick out of turning the world of tea on its head. We love to create brews that take you on a journey, travelling near and far to source the best teas from all over the planet. Sip by sip, we're building a generation of lovers on every continent, a brewing force for the good coming together, and the humble cuppa to celebrate our differences to make it a difference. I've nearly finished it. And I'll tell you what's in it. So when times get tense, turn to this. It's comfort in a cup. Quiet your mind, brew up a cup, shut out the world, and leave the rest to ashwagandha, chamomile, eucalyptus, and friends. And this does require 100% boiled water to brew for 3 to 5 minutes. The ingredients are rosehip, apple, peppermint, chamomile, ashwagandha root, elderberry, lemongrass, lavender, sage, strawberry leaves, eucalyptus, linden, natural flavouring, ginseng, blue mallow petals, echinacea. So I haven't really been drinking this one. Actually, I haven't drank it since I had the gastritis flare up. And I think a part of my brain associates this tea prior to the time that I had the flare-up. So I'm not saying it's bad, there's nothing wrong with it, but I just recall exactly what happened before I had the gastritis flare-up, including the postmenopausal grief that occurred shortly after. We're not going to talk about that right now. The other thing that helped me get through was the 3 Ginger by Puka. Can I just say, sometimes I need to put 3 tea bags of this in the water because it's very hard to taste. It's nice, but I just find it so mild. Has anyone had that experience with this tea? Yeah, it's with fiery ginger, galangal, and turmeric. Now, I was drinking this tea a lot, and I think it actually contributed to my gastritis because of the turmeric. Yeah, so I've been laying off drinking this one. It's a beautiful tea, but again, it was being drunk in, you know, in collaboration with this tea. Not together, but on different days. And yeah, it's great, but I'm just not drinking it at the moment because at the moment, the way my hormones have been going with the post-menopause, I have been literally just needing to drink my Passionflower, lemon balm, lavender, and chamomile, because yeah, they've been helping tremendously and helping with sleep as well. Literally, you'll have a lovely snooze. I don't guarantee that you will, but for me it has been absolutely helpful. Now, another tea that I bought later on or earlier on this year is a tea by, well, I got it off Amazon. It's called Tea Tonic Earl Grey Tea. And it's very strong. Like, when I take the lid off, it's very hard to take the lid off actually. I'm going to spill this everywhere. I can't take the lid off, guys. I don't know why they make teas like this where you can't take the lid off. Like, it's just so damn hard. Oh, here we go. There we go. So it's like that. And then you lift that off. Let me just... There we go. You can smell the bergamot. It's very strong, but it is beautiful tea. Now, for all you Earl Grey lovers out there, you might want to give this one a go, by Tea Tonic, and it's on Amazon. So basically, this tea is by Lisa Hibbert, or is it? Lisa Hilbert is the founder. Made and packed in Australia from 0% Australian ingredients. least they're being honest. What's this information on the back here? Our mission is to add fun, clever and healthy variety of teas to keep daily habits interesting and healthy and tasty. Rejuvenate and relax and nourish on a cellular level by drinking tea tonic. Your body will resonate with this pure experience. Stimulate, invigorate and refresh. Australian owned and made from imported and local ingredients. But then again on the back here it says made and packed in Australia from 0% Australian ingredients. Well, which is it? Tea tonic, what is the story? Local and imported ingredients? I don't know. Anyway, that is tea tonic. Okay, need a sip. And the next thing is I bought this when I was at Maya, and it's a teapot with infuser, and it's 1 litre by the company called Maxwell Williams. So I'm going to open it because I haven't actually taken it out of the box and I haven't used it yet. But I just thought it'd be good to have if you had company and you wanted to brew up more than just 1 cuppa, or if you wanted to brew more than just a cup for yourself. All right. And I got it when I was on sale. It was like, I think it was $40 and I got it, yeah, it was $34.95, but I got it for $21 because they were having like a 40% sale or something. But anyway. And this is it. 1 litre teapot. Comes out like that. You'd put the tea leaves in here and then you would put it in there to steep. And that lid comes off as well, so you can actually lift it up like that to take the loose tea out, which is good. And you just pop that little thing down and then you can put the lid back on. So there's a open and close, open, close, I suppose, just to, you can lock it. Oh yeah, I think, I don't know, there's no instructions in here. Didn't come with any instructions, but it would have also been handy just to have like in numbers here, like how much you're putting. But I suppose you could just put it on a scale and see how much liquid you're using. So the teapot with infuser, 1 litre. So it's borosilicate glass, which means you can use both hot and cold water, and a stainless steel filter. Wash before first use and immediately after each use in warm soapy water, then dry thoroughly. Always hand wash the infuser. Glass beaker is dishwasher safe. Okay. All right, so going back to the blends that I have been recommending, for the anxiety: lavender, passionflower, lemon balm, and chamomile. I absolutely love these teas, and I'm so thankful for discovering them in the times of stress that I have been, you know, coping with on a day-to-day basis. A lot of things that have also been helping me deal with anxiety and stress is going for a walk, and that might be sometimes 1 to 3 times a day. That doesn't have to be long walks, they can just be short walks, but you know, just getting some sunlight, making sure you're getting enough vitamin D, and you know, also just being very kind to yourself, you know, whilst your hormones are out of whack. You just really do need to look after yourself and get help. I recommend just getting help, because you do need it, and you know, don't be afraid to reach out to friends and family to help support, because really I wouldn't know what to do if it wasn't for my close friends and for my mum, especially my family, in terms of just being there for me. So you know, it just, you need the help, you need the support. Anyway, so guys, that is my little tea party show and tell, and I hope you found this video helpful. If you liked it, please consider sharing it with someone who you think might get some use out of it. I will see you all again in my next video. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.